You got him. What the? What? Enough already. Hey everybody, this is Things That Need to Be Said. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kangadis. What you saw just a moment ago was part of recently released body cam footage of the murder of Tulsa Police Department Sergeant Craig Johnson and the attempted murder of Officer Arash Zarkishan. I'm not going to tell you the name of the white trash waste of space who allegedly did the shooting, because screw that guy. You want to know bad enough? I always have the sources I use listed in the blog version of these videos. As far as the rest of the body cam footage, which does show the suspect acting like a civil rights victim before reaching under his seat, grabbing a gun, and allegedly, yes, I have to say that, shooting both officers, I'll let Tulsa Mayor G.T. Bynum speak as to one of the reasons I'm not going to show you the full footage here. Quote, "If you do not have to watch this video for your job, don't watch it. I have to watch a lot of body camera footage as part of my job. I can only think of 2 times in my life upon the death of family members when I wept like I did watching the conclusion of this video. It is terrible." Unquote. And he's not lying. I stumbled upon the video on Tuesday and I sat at my desk in silence for a couple of minutes with my hand over my mouth in disbelief. I'll just say this about whomever is eventually convicted for this murder. After watching a video like this, I begin to think the death penalty might be too good for them. Maybe it's time to bring back the electric chair. Forget that humane lethal injection crap. Maybe it's the rage in me. When I think about what I saw, I can't even use all the adjectives I think of when seeing this video. It speaks for itself. A guy being told around 40 times to get out of the car. The cops tase him, nothing. They pepper sprayed him twice, nothing. He wouldn't get out of the car until he could allegedly grab his gun that the cops didn't know about, so don't try and talk to me about humane. Now, for the people who have, to a degree, normalized the hatred of police, you all have blood on your hands. People like AOC, who back in late June promoted the full defunding of police. You have blood on your hands. People like Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, who wants to disarm officers. His words, not mine, essentially rendering them defenseless. You, sir, have blood on your hands. The politicians in at least 13 cities have, at least in part, defunded their town's police departments. You also have blood on your hands. Regular people on social media who praise cops being killed. And in some cases, I've actually seen people saying the suspect from Tulsa was just acting in self-defense. Really? What's the matter with all of you? And of course, what would any cop-hating party be without the communists and the Black Lives Matter organization and Antifa? I know they probably don't care one bit that cops are being targeted and killed. They'll probably just call it the justified killing of a fascist. You know what? I said it at the top, and I'll say it again, enough already. Whatever issues BLM and Antifa are promoting, screw your problems. I don't care about them anymore. I was fine with the actual protest because that's their right to do so in this country. But after months now of riots, looting, and just general hate towards average Americans, police, and anything that's pro-America, no one besides useful idiots are buying your communist message anymore. Average Americans are targeted while they're just trying to have dinner.
People that built the system set against mine. You old dick.
Police are targeted, even while they're doing nothing but sitting in a squad car.
A man is seen walking towards the officer's SUV, or the deputy's SUV. Investigators tell us it seems the suspect was going to pass them, then turned and fired multiple shots while the two were parked.
And the American way of life is being targeted by the admitted Marxists of BLM.
I think of a lot of things. The first thing I think is that we actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists.
And the communists and actual fascists of Antifa. Oh, by the way, here's another example that was recently brought to light of the leadership of the BLM organization's want to subvert the United States of America into a communist hellhole. This is BLM co-founder Alicia Garza in 2015.
It's not possible for a world to emerge where Black Lives Matter if it's under capitalism. And it's not possible to abolish capitalism without a struggle against national oppression and gender oppression.
In that case, and because organizations like BLM and Antifa have tried with all their might to get people to hate police, I don't care about listening to what you say you're fighting for anymore. Antifa traveling to cities across the country to sow unrest and cause millions of dollars in damage, all to bring down the Western way of life? You have nothing of value to say anymore. People on the right side of the aisle seem to be the only ones these days that have true tolerance. The same tolerance that allows us to listen, even though we vehemently disagree, to their bullshit, without resorting to the same violence that Antifa and the rest of the far left try desperately to provoke. I will never promote violence towards anyone, but I'm sick and tired of listening to people who don't care one bit about what anyone but themselves have to say. The blood is on your hands. So, what's your take on all this? Should I keep saying things like this that need to be said? Let me know in the comments, where I do read most of them and reply to some. And don't forget to follow me on Parler. If you like this video, don't forget to share it and give it a thumbs up. Those are the two best ways to let us know you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so that they might actually let you know when MRC-TV comes out with a new video, if they haven't taken it down already. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kangadis.